Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I'm your host, Mark Francis. Prince Andrew is said to be unsurprised by Virginia Giuffre's recent claims about a serious bus crash in Australia, though friends of the Duke of York insist the renewed attention has stirred sadness for him and his family. Giuffre, who previously accused Prince Andrew of sexually abusing her when she was 17, allegations the Duke has always vehemently denied, was involved in a crash with a school bus near Perth last week. In a social media post, she claimed to have only 4 days to live and shared a photo of her bruised face, saying she had suffered kidney failure. Police later confirmed that a 41-year-old woman was involved in what they described as a minor collision. No children on the bus, of which there were 29, were seriously hurt. A friend of the prince told the Daily Beast there is no sense of satisfaction on the Duke's part at Giuffre's disgrace. If anything, it has brought back the sadness the entire family feel that this woman, who he always maintained was a fantasist, was allowed to ruin his life. The whole family are completely unsurprised that her alarmist post turned out to be a fabrication. Her family issued a statement following the crash saying, "Virginia thanks everyone for the outpouring of love and support. She is overwhelmed with gratitude. Today she remains in serious condition while receiving medical care." Brad Edwards, a US lawyer who previously represented Ms. Giuffre and remains close to her, said earlier in the week, "We're hoping for better news in the coming days," describing it as a very bad situation and expressing hope she would recover with good medical care. In a rare public statement addressing a storm swirling around one of his most personal philanthropic ventures, Prince Harry expressed relief at the news that the Charity Commission will investigate his embattled charity centre Bali, which has recently been at the centre of a spiralling public dispute. The regulator confirmed it had opened a compliance case into the organisation in the wake of a dramatic series of resignations and allegations. The watchdog will examine whether current and former trustees, including Chair Sophie Chandauka, have fulfilled their duties and responsibilities under charity law. Harry released a joint statement with Prince Seiso saying, "On behalf of the former trustees and patrons, we share in the relief that the Charity Commission confirmed they will be conducting a robust inquiry. We fully expect it will unveil the truth that collectively forced us to resign." Ms. Chandauka, for her part, also welcomed the investigation, saying in a statement, "We hope that together these actions will give the general public, our colleagues, partners, supporters, donors, and the communities we serve comfort that Centre Bali and its new board of trustees are acting appropriately to demonstrate and ensure good governance." Royal expert Richard Fitzwilliams tells Fox News Digital, "Harry is obviously obsessed with being the spare. Harry believes the institution, as he calls the monarchy, had it in for him and Meghan Markle. The palace, he believes, briefed against him. His accusation that Queen Camilla was particularly ruthless in this regard was a red line for King Charles." Royal author Ingrid Seward told the Daily Mail that Harry has now made a career out of being the spare. He chooses to be the victim and wreak vengeance on the slights he thought he had suffered, on his family, on the press, and through the courts. It's how Harry chose to see himself. In the Express, Carol Malone wonders if Harry even truly knows Meghan. Malone writes, "Can it really be the case that the terminally petulant Prince Harry had helped torpedo the charity set up in honour of his mother to help child AIDS victims because the boss of it refused to publicly defend Meghan? We've all now seen the video of Meghan appearing to force Dr. Chandauka to move away from Harry during a photo op at a charity polo match in Miami. To do that, she had to awkwardly duck under a trophy which was being presented after the match and which Netflix were filming. It all looked horribly embarrassing. Dr. Chandauka's version of events was that Meghan crashed the match with no notice, bringing her very famous friend Serena Williams. It caused chaos, and you can only see why, because it made the whole thing about the Sussexes and not the charity match or Centre Bali. It was after this Harry is alleged to have asked Dr. Chandauka to make a statement supporting the Duchess. She says she refused because we cannot be an extension of the Sussexes. That's dead right. And why should she have to defend a woman if Meghan did indeed shove her out of a photo? Whatever the truth, the Sussexes have yet to learn that not everything is about them. Centre Bali is about raising money for children orphaned by AIDS. It's not about promoting the Sussex brand, and it's especially not about promoting Harry and Meghan's Netflix enterprises, for which they've paid a fortune. Harry used to be the most popular royal before Meghan. Not anymore. In fact, when you think about it, everything Harry has lost or has given up all boils down to defending Meghan. And here we are again, Harry allegedly insisting that his wife be defended by the boss of the Centre Bali charity. Harry has reportedly severed ties with his cousin Princess Eugenie after she was seen having lunch with broadcaster Piers Morgan, one of the most outspoken critics of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Despite the wider family tensions following Harry and Meghan's departure from royal duties in 2020, Harry has remained on good terms with Eugenie. However, according to The Sun, that relationship has soured in the wake of the lunch with Morgan last April. A dim view was taken of this as Piers has clashed with Meghan and Harry in the past. A friend told the newspaper, Eugenie has been supportive of Harry and Meghan for years and was right there at the beginning of their relationship, but it has now soured. Piers has now confirmed the reports himself, claiming on Piers Morgan Uncensored that Harry went completely ballistic after seeing images of Eugenie with him. That was because of me, Morgan said. She was having lunch with me and a group of people in a pub in London, and I was seen hugging them goodbye, and Harry saw this and went completely ballistic. I can confirm that is entirely true because he couldn't bear it. More Palace in just a moment. Nearly 500 potential stalkers have been identified as posing a threat to the royal family over the past 3 years, with 35 classified as high risk, according to new figures from the Metropolitan Police's Fixated Threat Assessment Centre. The number of individuals considered most dangerous has risen from 24 in the previous 3-year period, while the total number of stalkers flagged by royal protection officers rose from 433 to 480. Di Davies, former head of Royal Protection at the Met, warned, unfortunately, there will always be deranged people who want to do harm to the royal family. The difficult job for the police is determining which of them have the means and determination to go through with any plan. It's not unknown that these people would be so obsessed they have written to the object of their fixation and revealed their own name and address. The Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, has been the target of multiple disgusting threats, according to former Assistant Commissioner Neil Basu, who previously confirmed that many of those threats were credible. He said they would have left Meghan feeling under threat all the time. Aston Martin has officially joined the distinguished ranks of royal warrant holders, earning the right to display the coveted crest of His Majesty the King, a fitting honour for a mark long synonymous with British elegance, engineering and heritage. The appointment follows the company's recognition with the King's Award for Enterprise in 2024, marking a new chapter in a relationship with the royal family that stretches back more than 80 years. The bond between Aston Martin and the monarchy began in 1954 when Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, took delivery of a 3-litre Lagonda. A year later, the Duke of Kent, cousin to Queen Elizabeth II, acquired a DB24 from the very team that had just triumphed in the Monte Carlo Rally. But it is King Charles who stands out as the brand's most enthusiastic royal admirer. A lifelong car enthusiast, the King has been a member of the Aston Martin Owners Club since 1973 and owns a personal collection that includes a bespoke V8 Vantage Volante and the stately Virage Volante. His iconic DB6 Volante famously made a public appearance during the wedding of Prince William and Catherine Middleton in 2011, a vehicle that remains one of the most recognisable symbols of royal motoring. With this latest royal warrant, Aston Martin's signature wings will now sit proudly beside the royal crest, affirming its place as the motor of choice, not just for spirited drivers, but for sovereigns as well. And there you have it. Please email us. Our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or the app of your choice. Subscribe wherever you listen to us, and leave us a nice review of 5 stars if you're enjoying the show. We really appreciate those good reviews. And don't forget to check out our latest show called Signal Lost. It's an espionage thriller from Calaroga Shark Media. And it's all about what happens when a group chat of government officials lets somebody in. Kind of like real-world events. Check it out. Signal Lost, wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue. Good times.